Hello everyone, I'm Aya and I'm from Ukraine. I'm not gonna tell you any news or my personal opinion. I just wanna tell you some story about a girl who woke up at 5 a.m. because of bombs. It was 23rd February. I had a birthday. All my friends came to me. We celebrated. I have eaten my favorite food. I went to sleep with good mood, thinking that, wow, tomorrow will be as good as today. But I have woken up at 5 a.m. 24th of February because of some strange, very big noise. I was a bit scared, and I have already knew that a lot of Russian soldiers are around our border, but everyone had hope that it's just border, they won't come in and the war won't start. But I also thought such at 5 o'clock. I tried to fall asleep once again, thinking that it's just something in my street, nothing unusual. Even my cat hasn't reacted on it. But 10 minutes left and three more interruptions, and I had some panic. I didn't want to stand up. I didn't want to tell anyone because nobody in my room, nobody in my family has woken up, only me. And it was strange for me. I thought, if my mom isn't waking up, maybe anything is wrong. So I started searching news in the group of our city, and all people were saying that they heard it. And then when I heard the fifth bomb, I understood that no, I can't stand it. I have stand up from my bed. And I went to my mother to tell that, sorry mom, but the war started. She is not as calm as me, she is more nervous always, so I was scared to tell her and the panic started. Not in my brain, but in her. We started collecting things because even in my school before, right, on Monday, and it started on Thursday. Even on Monday we had like a whole lesson what to collect in your luggage if the war starts, and maybe you should go anywhere, for example, get down to hide from interruptions. It was difficult to collect things because you start collecting things and you understand that there is no way back. You're collecting these things, and it means that you know in your head that the war starts. And it's difficult to understand now in 2022 that there could be such a big war in your country. It's very difficult to realize, and even now I haven't realized it for 100%. I just think that maybe everything will be okay, and I hope so, but I don't actually think that it will be like that. So then I looked up into the window, and what I see is that in my small shop near the house, there was a lot of people going into there with big pockets with food. I understood that no, if I won't go there now, I will be just hungry, and what to do? So I just ran out into this shop, and I went there in those days 3 times to have all the things in my hands. I also have taken my sister, and I thought, when I collected all the things, I thought we will go away, because some days before, even on 13th of February or 12th, I knew that maybe something will happen, and I have told my mother that maybe we can go away from here, just to be in safe place. But my sister didn't have these documents, like if one parent goes away from the country, the other one should write a document that, yeah, she can. But now we can move away without this document, so everything's okay, but I will tell about these documents a bit later. Then my mom said, no, we won't go away. How? So we just stayed at home. My mom was scared and always thought that everything will be okay. And till this day in Odessa, the situation is kinda normal. But not in other cities like Kiev or Kharkov. Buildings, schools are destroyed completely, people are dying, people are sitting in the bunker. They don't have even ability to go away. So I'm lucky that we did it. But about it a bit later. So we stayed at home. The first night I slept in my mother's room because it's not as near to city. Like our house is in circle and this room is inside the circle and my room is outside the circle. More safe place. But those nights nothing happened. Only when I woken up, we had meal, then again went to the shop, and I was sitting in my room and computer that broken down. And just one day before we left Ukraine, some man that also went to the army next day, he just for free repaired my computer because it was absolutely broken. And now I should download all the programs in this computer again. So I was sitting in the computer, like chilling, working, and then my door, I have a balcony, there is a door from the balcony, and it completely opened because something again interrupted, destroyed in my city. But near my city there are already a lot of ships, like in the sea. And in my house I see the sea from the window, and in the sea there are Russian ships. Yeah, it's scary. And in these Russian ships there are hundreds of these soldiers. It's crazy. So we were just sitting at home. We started watching film, Dirty Dancing. Now this film means for me the war, because while watching it, 2 more bombs fell into my city, or it was working our PVO and it was like beating the rockets, like, but the noise was still heavy. And we have just stopped the TV and go down in the parking, because people say that it's more safe place to hide in the parking. We waited there with some other neighbors for maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, but then it was... we didn't want to sit there. We so wanted to go home, and next day once again we heard these noises, and once again we go down, and we thought like, no, we won't go there anymore. Till then we slept like in the corridor, because there is a rule of 2 walls. Like there's 2 walls, in one gets the bomb, it breaks down, and the second it protects you from this wall, like, and this wall goes into this wall, like that. So we slept in the corridor. So some more days, and then my family started getting crazy. I won't tell you in details because it's a bit private information, but firstly my sister got crazy. Her psychology went down. Then my mother had an attack, a panic attack, and after it some our relatives called saying that we are going away, maybe you can go with us. They had a whole plan, like where to go, what to do, and my mother said, okay, thank you, and I will go with you. But after we collected all the things, all the luggage into the car, they called and said, we're not going anywhere, no, anywhere. And my mom wanted to go home because she was scared to drive alone. She has never driven out from the city and it's scary for her. But I said, no, we have already collected things. Where are you? You want to go home, really? Have you seen what with our country. You want to stay here, really? And we have already collected all the things. Maybe we'll go just away. And finally we went, but the adventures only started. 2-3 hours we stand on the block post from my city, only to go away from the city. We missed like a lot of time, and it was already late. Like, we spent all the day to move, for example, to take my grandmother with me, to give cat to someone, and my cat now is with neighbors, and I worried about him. Of course I miss my cat, but now the neighbors sent us videos, and he's in a nice place with good people, so I think he's in good hands. Firstly, we thought that we will go to Romania. It was our plan in one day, but it has taken 5 days, and now I will tell you why. So after blog post, we went to some village. We have a house like near there, but this is not a beautiful, good house. It's completely cold, destroyed maybe a bit, very old house that we can visit only in summer, because it's sleeping there is even worse than sleeping outside, and it's winter and it's cold. So yes, so we went to some neighbors. There are also some relatives, but not as close relatives, but we knew them, so we slept one night in their house, and then we moved to Moldova. I won't tell you anything about the road. Of course it was difficult, especially for me, because my mom was driving and I was searching for a city where we go, telling should my mother turn right or left. Oh, and then standing on the border, we saw something strange on the screen of our car. Then my mom asked a man before us, and he told that, oh, something in your car has broken and now the oil is leaking, so you need to go and repair your car or you won't go anywhere. So our car has broken down. After we crossed the border, we went to some place, I don't know what it was, even in Russian language. So it was some place. There were men, and they told my mom that if you won't do something in some hours, your car will just burst into flames, ignite, and it will be in the fire because antifreeze is leaking down, and you will... No, they haven't told us that we will die, but we understood that we will die. So they said, we know one man, he's in a village, his name is Yura, and just go to him, he will help you, he's a very good man. But they even haven't told us the address. We just went into some village, and the first person we met there was this man, and he told that yes, we really need to change one detail in our car, but this detail isn't in his shop. So he ordered the detail in the capital of Moldova, and we should wait to this detail coming to us. One night, these people were very good. It was very strange for me, but they just invited us in their house. They told their children to go away from the room. They slept in one room, and they gave us 2 rooms. I and my mother slept in a girl room, and my grandma and sister slept in their son room. They're really good people. They have given us some food. They spoke to us, and they're good people. But next day I thought finally we'll go away to Romania. Maybe we will stay in this hotel where we are going to. It's not a hotel, I will just explain you a bit later. But no, it was really heavy snow. It snowed a lot. and my mom isn't a good driver. She doesn't have a lot of practice, and this man, he's also like, no, he repaired our car, so he knows a lot about cars. And he said, no, don't go away. It's better to stay in our house for one night more. I didn't want to stay, but that's what we needed. So I also asked to wash my hair, and finally, after a lot of days not washing my hair, I washed it in their house. It was so inconvenient for me, like living in some other place, because people are good to me and everything's for free. It's so strange. I can't understand why everything is for free. I don't understand. Okay. Finally, after sleeping in those house for 2 days, we went out of Moldova. Of course, crossing to Moldova has taken us some hours, and we crossed the border, Romania border. And after that, we met my father friend from the work. He's not a close friend, just some person that he knows from Romania. So he has sitting in our car, and I was having practice of English. I think you understood that I'm not from England or America. I'm from Ukraine, and I'm the only one in family who can speak English. I hope I can. I know it's a bit difficult, but I have spoken to this man. I was sitting and he was driving a car, and he also was a good person. He knows about some hotel in his city where we went those days. This hotel, like, all the people there, of course, pay money. They eat in the restaurant with money, but they told us, go into the room for free and choose every food you want for free. We have chosen fresh juice, carbonara for free. It was really strange, but we gave some money because it's difficult for us to not to pay, but we didn't need to. We just wanted to pay, so we paid a bit of money. And next day, I'm now in the same not in the same hotel, but the same people control those and this hotel. And this hotel is not in the city; it's more far. There is a lake, and this place is for Ukrainians now. And there are already some families living here. I counted 3, maybe 4 families and us also, with children and everything for free. My grandmother told that she has some problem with teeth, and they went to the dentist, and the dentist, like, he knew that she's Ukrainian, so like, dentist, it's really expensive, but they haven't taken any money from my grandmother. And then some people from the house, like the most important person, I don't know, the holder of the hotel, she even bought her some clothes. It's so strange for me, I can't even understand it. And now I'm sitting in my room where I would live for 2 weeks at least, waiting for my father coming back, and then maybe we will decide something. So the only thing I wanna show you is I'm telling always the truth. I'm just telling only my story, no news, like only what I saw, my own eyes, what I hear, my own ears, and what I was doing all this time. And I have only one question to Russia. If you came to save us, why 1 million people have already left Ukraine? 1 million, or maybe even now more people went out of Ukraine, and it's most of these people are women, because men can't cross the border because they should go to the army. Some men do this, but not all, because it's difficult. So 1 million people now have already left Ukraine because you are saving us, really? and why houses are broken. I know that in Russian news they are showing that we are meeting this army with flowers and saying, oh my god, we waited for you for the whole life, but it's not true. I don't want to talk about political things. It's not what I like, but if you want to know something about borders, for example, my grandmother, she doesn't have an international passport, international documents, only the Ukrainian one, but she was able to come into Moldova and Romania. Maybe we would like to go somewhere else, because Romania is clearer to Ukraine. So if you have questions, you can ask me. Of course, I don't know everything, but I can promise you that I will tell you only the truth. So I hope you have a good mood, you have a nice day. I hope every your dream will come true, and I would like to wish you the peace. So thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.